why should I waste all my energy on practice when I should focus on the game?
I love this playing.
And the coach was speechless. He's like, well, you got me there. Can we get Josh Hopkins?
Yep, got Josh Hopkins, and I think that about covers
But, that's just, and we could talk about the kids being good kids, great kids, didn't get to play for you. What these kids that have gone through this program for 3 or 4 years, the transition and the adversity that these kids have had to face as athletes pays a lot of dividends to their character, for the simple fact is, hey, we got a new coach, we could quit, but there's no quit. I mean, why quit? Quitters, how's that saying go? Quitters never win, and winners never quit. So it's just perseverance. And, they're the strong character kids you had. Success, winning games does not always breed success down the road after you quit playing. So we'll look forward to seeing how these kids are doing down the way. We're going to take a timeout. When we come back, Monocle's Pizza starting lineups. Hope everybody enjoyed our pregame tonight. We tried to make it a little bit about the kids instead of a little bit about the winning and losing and the situation. So we'll take a timeout, come back with our starting lineups, our national anthem, and get this one underway. You're listening to IHSA Football in week number 8 here on 104.9 WPXN.
These are PXN's best, the best in goods and services in East Central Illinois. Keeping your teeth in shape. That is the goal of the staff at Dentist Mike Gorman in Sista Park. Make an appointment for your next cleaning and keep your teeth in shape. Call 815-457-2158. Dentist Mike Gorman and staff in Sista Park. Now at Chill's Restaurant in Paxton, it's free French fries with the purchase of a sandwich and drink. Homemade Italian beef and Vienna hot dogs and Polish to burgers and more, along with your ice cream favorites every day. It's Chill's, South Market in Paxton. Make each day a Chill's Day. Husted Jewelers, downtown Gibson City. A German-trained jeweler is on site every day. Rings, watches, jewelry repair too is found at Husted Jewelers, downtown Gibson City. These are PXN's best.
Covering high school, college, and professional sports for all seasons. Serving East Central Illinois at 104.9. This is WPXN.
Welcome back to I-57 Stadium on this Friday night. My third member of the broadcast team tonight will be Charlie Pound. Feeling better? He's feeling better. He's been down with a cold a little bit. Rocky and I are going to talk to him a little bit through the broadcast. He was part of the Mighty Mite squad, and will be moving up to the junior program, and he wants to get the vantage point of watching a football game from the broadcast booth, so we're going to let him, and we'll talk to him a little bit. Tonight's starting lineups are sponsored by Monocle's Pizza Paxton. Phone 217-379-4835. Sit back and enjoy a family pleaser and the broadcast, hopefully a PBL win on senior night, and escalate us to playoff eligibility. For PBL on offense, the tight end will be Trey Pound. You know that guy, Trey Pound? Is he your big brother? Okay. Will Bowman is the left tackle. Logan Wilson, Reno Jamison, Nick Heisler, and Jordan McCreary, left tackle to right tackle. The wing back will be Zach Weisenbarn. The fullback is Jesse Hautzel. The split end is Trent Wooten. The halfback is Drew Schroet, and the quarterback will be Weston Weber. The kicker is Jonah Wilson. For Momence, defensively, their lineup looks like this. The defensive ends, they play a four-man front. It'll be Lamar Watson, Michael Simpson, Colin Simpson, and Montel Pano. The linebackers are Zach Rupp, Sean Underwood, Aaron Cavender, and Blake Lawrence. Three in the secondary, Tony Greenwood, Lee Anthony Reservoir, Reason Over. Okay, Reason Over.
It is Reason Over.
And Austin Satan. They are coached by Matt Fox in his second year, 13-4 overall. They lost their playoff game last year to Orion, 65-60. Yeah, 65-60. PBL coached by Jeff Graham, assisted by Brock Niebuhr and Doug McCoy. PBL in the home blues, gold numerals, gold pants, blue headgear. They'll move right to left or left to right on your radio dial. Momence and the road whites with red pants, white headgear, and red numerals. They'll move left to right. Almost said 32 minutes of basketball. 48 minutes of football will decide if PBL is going to become playoff eligible. I got a good feeling about this game tonight.
I think we're going to know pretty early. I mean, it's how are we going to contend with the speed of Momence? I think if we can show early, we can contain it. Contain. That's going to be the theme of the night, containing DeAndre Wright. If we can contain him a little bit, and offensively we can move the football like we have been last week, I think we got a real good chance.
I would have really, really, really liked to see PBL have won that toss and taken the football first, just to kind of dictate a little ball control and see what happens. Jeff Pribble, Rocky Marin, Charlie Pound from I-57 Stadium set to kick off.
Charlie's as quiet as I've ever heard him.
I know.
He's never this quiet. What the heck's going on?
He's not in his football mode yet.
Well, we may have to put him in the headgear here in a little bit. He hears his own voice. Those eyes might light up a little bit.
Wilson set to kick off, deep to receive, right, and Cantwell. Little squibber kick, goes high in the air. It's going to be taken by an up back at about the 37-yard line. Good job to not kick it to the guy that can be the most dangerous, and that's where Momence will put it in play. 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line. Offensively, the tight end is Lamar Watson up front, Jawan Johnson, Dakota Bisher, Lucas Bilecki, Michael Simpson, and L.T. King. The wide receiver is Austin Sandin. Josh Hess is the other wide receiver. The fullback is Dakota Lopez. DeAndre Wright is the halfback. And the quarterback is Aaron Cantwell. They are the Redskins of Momence. They'll put it in play 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line. I formation. The fullback is Lopez, the tailback, running out of a straight I. Give up the middle to the fullback, a yard on the play, stayed at home defensively. Host of tacklers led there by Will McClure.
Yeah, he gets the opening snap of the game, and he has less than 100 yards on the year, so obviously doesn't carry the football a whole lot. Big fake pitch that time to DeAndre Wright going out to the right side. Give to the fullback, doesn't pick up much.
And this is the thing, too, is they don't huddle, so they're going to...
Well, it's not a hurry-up because basically they all have the wristbands. Coach signals it in, and they're all, you can see them all looking at their wristbands, so it's not really a hurry-up by any stretch.
2nd down and 9 from the 39-yard line. Shotgun formation for Cantwell. He's flanked on both sides in a pistol. Snap back to him, give up the middle to Wright. Wright kicks it outside, turns it back in, still moving, runs into some tackles. Boy, he was fleet of foot, got up to about the 45-yard line. Took about 7 blue shirts to bring him down, but you know what? With his fleetness of foot, it's going to take that many, finish it off.
Absolutely, and kept him inside, kept him between the tackles where all your personnel is. Take shots. And if you let him outside, that's where he can do a lot of damage. Kept him inside. Keeps it. It's going to be a third and 2 here for the Redskins.
From the 46-yard line, Cantwell looks over the sideline where the plays are being called. Then they all look down at their wristbands. Receiver to the right, one to the... I can't see if there's one to that short side of the field or far side.
Don't believe so.
Like a double tight end. Double tight end. They call for the football. Snap it under Cantwell's legs. Being chased, and Wright's going to be dropped way back at the 27-yard line. Great defensive play by PBL on the Aaron snap. And it'll be a 4th down situation at about 22 yards.
Yeah, Cantwell's big kid. I think he's like 6'4", 6'5", and that snap was down around his ankles. He just could not get down to get it. DeAndre Wright got back there. But again, one thing we've noticed, and I'm not putting it all on Drew Schroed, but you see the overall team speed, especially from the outside, so much better with Drew Schroed in there.
Back to receive is Talon Yaden. He'll stand at about his 32-yard line. The punt is Cantwell. The snap back, it's a low one. He has to dig it out. Here comes the pressure. The kick off the side of his foot. Ugly kick. Gets a Momence bounce. Going to roll dead at about the Momence 49-yard line. So the Panthers will put it in play in Momence territory. 1st and 10 at their own 49.
Momence the last 2 weeks. They beat Iroquois West 61-36, and they beat Deer Creek Mackinac 55-26. So they've been able to put up points, but they've also given up some points. So PBL needs hold serve here, get some points on the board.
You know, yeah, put points on the board, but let's control this ball a little bit. Just underway in this one, 9:38 first quarter, week number 8 of IHSA football. Fullback is Houtzel. They give it on the delay to Schroed. Schroed maybe back to the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Looked quick, though, that time. He planted that outside foot, cut back to the inside on the basically a little trap to the left. Cut back hard, but good job of pursuing inside out there from the Momence Redskins. They were overloaded to the left side of their defense that time, the wide side of the football field, and did a good job of pursuing down the line. Good job of their defensive end of turning Drew back to the inside.
Weber brings him up to the line. Weisenbarn splits to the wing right. Wooten will wide receiver to the short side of the field. And we get an offside. That'll cost them 5 yards. Bring up 2nd down and 5. Well, I got a moment. The defense for PBL, I didn't get an opportunity. The guys up front were Heisler, Housel, Meyer. The linebackers are Wooten, Schroep, McClure, Bowman, and Timmy Kerr. And the guys in the secondary are Von Ginsler, Weston Weber, and Josh Hopkins. 2nd down and 5 for PBL to Momence 44-yard line. Wooten, same formation. Schroep flanks the fullback. Give up to middle to Housel. Housel's got room across the 40 down to the 38-yard line. The initial first down of the game. 1st and 10, PBL.
Just power run right off tackle that time. Good job of the halfback of getting that block at the second level, caving that linebacker in, and just gave it the seam right off tackle. And Housel, one thing he has just really improved and gotten better game by game. He hits that hole hard, and he nailed it there. Got through a couple of arm tackles, picks up a first down.
Key there, you're not going to arm tackle this kid. We talk so much about the similarities between him and a former PBL player, Ricky Tester. They run kind of the same way. Weber brings him up to the line. 1st and 10, PBL, 37-yard line. Give on the counter around the right-hand side. Boy, Schroep got hit right in the hat by the first man to get there, and no gain on the play brings up 2nd and 10.
But he's looking quick. He's really explosive out of his stance and making the cuts hard. This Momence is doing a good job of pursuing inside out. We pulled our left guard that time to kick out the defensive end. Linebacker came right through that hole where the guard pulled and hit him in the backfield.
Tony Greenwood on the tackle brings up 2nd and 10 from the 38-yard line. Got trips to the right in a bunch package. You got an extra tight end, and once again, well, they're going to get called first. That's the second violation against Momence, and it's the same guy, number 5, who's Montel Pano, who's jumped. So the cadence by Weston Weber has definitely got this kid not thinking like he should, and Coach Fox is probably not going to stand for much more of that. 2nd down and 5 at the Momence 33-yard line. Wooten, come to the left, near side of the field. PBL moving from right to left on your radio dial. Fullback is Housel, split there on the left by Schroep. Wing to the right is Weisenbarn. Weber calls for the football, gives it right up the middle to Housel. He kind of needles his way through that line of Momence down to about the 29-yard line. That's going to bring up 3rd down and a little more than a yard.
Yeah, he wanted to pop it to the outside that time, but he got to let that line develop their blocks and got a nice push, so he did a good job of planting that outside foot, cut it back inside, picks up 3 or 4 yards right off left tackle.
Definitely 4-down territory, although you got Jonah Wilson as your kicker, but I'm not giving away 3 points for an opportunity for 7. And they're also going into the wind, a northerly breeze tonight, about 10 to 15 miles an hour. Weber, and that's time the cadence fooled Heisler, and that's going to bring it back 5 yards. And it'll be 3rd down and 6. That definitely will change the play call, move the ball back to the 34-yard line, brings up 3rd and 6 for the Panthers at the Momence 34.
Well, not a guaranteed passing situation, because if it is 2-down territory, you can afford to run the ball here as well. And, we did a good job with the counters last week. Did a lot of counter stuff with Zach Weisenbarn, Trent Wooten. Might be an opportunity to throw some of that in a little bit here.
6:45 to go here, first quarter, no score. First offensive possession of the game for PBL that started at the Momence 49-yard line. Now the man in motion. Weber rolls out, gets out of the pocket. He's got a little room to run. Tucks it down. He's going to run and get the first down, and still on his feet inside the 20-yard line, down to about, well, actually they're going to mark him out to 23, but that's enough for a first down. Good job by the offensive line to kind of stretch out the blocking and allow him to get around the outside.
Well, and the bit on the run, too. Drew Schroep went into motion, made a nice fake to him. Drew carried out the fake real well. Linebackers bit on that. Weston got outside on the bootleg to his right side. Actually had a receiver deep, but he took the safe route there, tucked it under, picks up enough yards for the first down. PBL back in business.
1st and 10 for PBL, 23-yard line. What I talked about, use that clock. Might start a chant here. Timmy Kerr lines up with the wing left. Receiver to the right is Wooten. And once again, that's Montel Pano again. And Montel's going to have a seat.
Yeah.
That's his 3rd offside encroachment call. And they bring in a new guy,
He's 5'6", 190 pounds, but, you got to watch that football. And it's a great job at PBL. That's something you see on film. You see an aggressive nose guard on film. One thing you do, alter your count, screws up aggressive nose guards.
Yeah, but you got to also have concentration enough.
Oh, yeah.
That's understandable maybe once, but he's done it 3 times in this drive, and that makes for short evenings on the playing field when you do stuff like that. Makes it a 1st and 5 from the 18-yard line. PBL inside the red zone. Offset I. Give it around the left-hand side to Schroet. Schroet with a stiff arm, and boy, they gang tackle him. And there's a flag down on the play, and I'm not so sure if we haven't got a handful of face masks there.
We'll have to see. The official was looking right at the area where the tackle. And just a sweep play to the left side. Not getting those defensive ends. 2 tough defensive ends, Lamar Watson especially. He's been there for quite a while.
They call it a face mask, but they call it on Schroet for, I guess, in the stiff arm. He put his hand on the opposing player's face mask, so that'll call us PBL 5 yards. they can make it count and get that 7 points back. We're seeing DeAndre's over there at about the 32-yard line with the trainer.
Did it threw off his stride, which sometimes causes you to pull a few things.
Hope he's out. Motion. They give it to Yaden. Yaden's going to 44-yard line.
Yeah, we cannot do much right now against their defensive ends and outside linebackers. They are just getting outside our tackles, and we're not quick enough to get out there to them. So outside runs, sweeps right now are going to be a struggle for the PBL Panthers.
Well, the thing, too, is what I'm noticing thus far is the fact is our play development is taking a little bit too long, and even if you get faked out a little bit, it's going to give you an opportunity to settle yourself back down and be able to make the tackle. Second down and 15, Weber under center, calls for the football, gives it up the middle to Houtzel. Houtzel maybe a couple yards on the play, brings up 3rd and 12.
Might have been a broken play that time. I think the quarterback might have opened up the wrong way that time. The fullback did a good job of waiting for him to get back to him, but at that time the timing of the play was thrown off. It's going to be a 3rd and long here for the PBL Panthers.
You know what I'm going to say, so I'm not going to say it. 2:02 to go here in the first quarter. 7-0 in favor of Momence. Glad you could join us on week number 8 of IHSA football. Shotgun formation flanked by by Schroet. Man in motion. Snap back, fake. Weber's going to keep it. He gets across midfield down to about the 45-yard line. Quarterback keeper.
That's off that jet motion, though, and I really like that, what Coach Graham has put into this offense, running Trentwood and one of your better, faster athletes in motion straight across parallel to the line of scrimmage. And what that does, the linebackers have to respect it. When the linebackers come out to respect that, that creates seams inside, and Weber did a good job of hitting it right up there, getting a seam and getting it into their territory.
4th down and 5. Great job by Schroet last time to pin him deep at the 5-yard line, but that was nullified. There's the kick. It's away. It's a wobbler. It's going to hit it at the 15-yard line and roll dead, and that's where Momence will put it in play. 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line. They lead 7-0, minute 20 to go. Elsewhere in the Sangamon Valley tonight, a couple of good matchups. Ah, boy, I really caught you off guard there, didn't I?
No, we're good. We're good. Big one tonight in the SVC. Watsika is at Clifton. Watsika at 5-2. Clifton at 6-1. Other games, St. Joe Ogden is at Monmouth Roseville. That's tomorrow. And then St. Thomas More, a team that really impressed me last week, they're at Iroquois West.
1st and 10 for Momence. Shotgun formation, basically a pistol formation. Cantwell, the quarterback, calls for the football. Back to pass, shoots a pass across here, and it's going to be complete. Great catch at about the 23-yard line. Forward progress will be at the 24.
Had twins receivers to the left side, and both of them just ran a slant that time, and he did a good job. Cantwell delivered the football a little low. Receiver went down around his shoe tops, picked it up, and gets real close to a Redskin 1st down.
Austin Saden on the catch, gain of 9, brings up 2nd and less than a yard. Under a half minute to go, first quarter. Momence leads 7-0. They look at their wristbands. Now the fullback is back in the game for them. Dakota Lopez.
DeAndre Wright is split out wide to the right.
Give PBL a little different look. They throw it out here to him, and it's going to be off his hands, incomplete.
They have not blown it. No.
Well, they thought they thought that was a lateral, but that was actually a forward pass.
Oh, it was definitely a forward pass, but he didn't blow a whistle. That was the problem. The official, for whatever reason, did not blow the whistle. So PBL did the right thing, scooped it up, and started to run in. Then the whistle came.
So 3rd down and a little less than a yard with 11 seconds to go here in this.
Cantwell's out. DeAndre Wright is now at quarterback.
Yeah, they'll run out the Wildcat a lot. Just a direct snap to him, and then he picks where he wants to go. Snap back to him. He fakes it. Gives it, actually, to the guy around the left-hand side, Hess, and Hess is going to flip down at the 28-yard line, but that's enough for a Momence 1st down.
Nice job by Weston Weber, though, of holding the edge that time. If he commits inside, that football player pops to the outside, and they've got a big play. They do get the 1st down, but at least it's not a touchdown. Weston Weber doing a good job of, again, holding that outside edge, not allowing the running back to get outside him.
That's going to be the end of the first quarter with your score. Momence 7, PBL 0. You're listening to IHSA Football here on 104.9 WPXN.
For letterhead, call Buyer Publishing, Cissna Park. For envelopes, call Buyer Publishing in Cissna Park. For direct mail, booklets, posters, and all types of printing, call Buyer Publishing in Cissna Park. The number to remember is 815-457-2245. That's 815-457-2245. The print professionals are Buyer Publishing in Cissna Park.
Life is full of changes and challenges. The right life insurance coverage can help you plan ahead for whatever may happen, both expected and unexpected. Call or visit your local Pekin Insurance Agency, Prairieland Insurance, and Paxton and Rantoul about the wide range of life insurance products that can be your life preserver for whatever stage of life you are in. Universal life, term life, preferred whole life, single pay child life, annuities, and more. We'll go beyond the expected for you and your loved ones. Call Prairieland Insurance, your Pekin Insurance Agency at 379-2188 or 892-9200 today about life insurance.
The 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s. News, weather, sports, markets, and more. The music you want and the information you need is on WPXN.
Start quarter number 2. Momence with the football moving from right to left on your radio dial, 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line. Man in motion is right. They throw it out here to him. The pass is complete. He goes around Gensler. He's up to the 40, up to the 45. Turns on the Jets. Throws a block. Still in pursuit is PBL. Little spin move right around a PBL defender and finally dropped at the 13-yard line. This guy is amazing.
I tell you, and that's what I said. I mean, you wish well for PBL, but if you have the opportunity to come out and watch this kid run, he's just amazing. Just a pass out in the flat, again, trying to get him the ball in space. Vaughn Gensler does all he can. I mean, everything that he could do to get him down to the ground and just could not get him. And then it's down the sideline. He does stop-and-go moves. It's just,
he's out there.
He embarrasses people in open space.
Yeah, he embarrasses. That was a good analogy. He embarrasses people because he actually was out there directing traffic. He come to a standstill at one point. Why Lamar Watson come over and blew up Gensler. And then he started again and got it all the way down, a little spin move, and like a ballerina. I mean, he's fleet of foot. Cantwell back to pass, shoots pass out here. Pass intended for Hess, or correction, Andrew Sano. Saindon. Brings up 2nd down and 10 from the PBL 13-yard line. You got to hold him here. I mean,
Cantwell may develop into something. He's got great size for a quarterback and doesn't throw a terrible ball. Just doesn't seem to be the most agile fella out there.
Just a sophomore, too.
Yep.
Ooh, my. I formation. Tailback now is for them is number 10. That is Leanthony Reasonover. And a flag down on the play.
We're going to be offsides on this one.
Offsides on PBL. Moves it down inside the 10. Down to the 8-yard line. Brings up 2nd down and 5.
DeAndre Wright coming back into the ball game. He got a couple of plays rest after that big pass reception down the left sideline.
He's one of the kids I don't make practice. I just let him save his strength for the weekend.
Well, you don't hear anything bad about the kid. Everybody that I've talked to about him just talks about what a nice young man he is.
Cantwell gives it back to Wright. Wright fighting up close to the 10-yard line, and he's going to be dropped for a loss of about 2 yards on the play. We talked about the carries. Officials timeout.
I'm not sure what they're coming to talk to coach. They're taking an official timeout, coming to talk to coach.
That's a sideline warning.
Good job at PBL of keeping him inside, not allowing him. He wants so badly to get outside. He'll run between the tackles, but the first thing he wants to do is get to the outside into open space. PBL did a good job of gang tackling. That is the key, and I think you hit on it earlier. One guy is not going to bring him down, but if you surround him with 3 or 4, you got a better opportunity.
Zach Rupp is the fullback. Now they're going to do the Wildcat with a fullback. Pitches it to Wright. Wright cuts it back in between tackles, dancing and into the end zone for the touchdown. Makes that look just too easy. A 11-yard touchdown run by DeAndre Wright at the 10:50 mark of this first half makes your score. Momence 13, PBL 0, pending a conversion. On for the point after conversion is number 34. That's Blake Lawrence. Snap back, placement, kick is up. And the kick is good. So with 10:50 to go, first half, your score now, Momence 14, PBL 0. You're listening to IHSA football here on 104.9 WPXN.
Hey, the band sounded great tonight at the game.
Yeah, they were awesome. Hey, John, I've been thinking, and I need to open up a checking account. But how much is that going to cost me?
At First Bank, we have free checking accounts.
Free?
Yeah, First Bank has free personal checking accounts. And you can use your laptop for online banking and view your e-statements. We have First Bank locations in Rantoul, Champaign, and Savoy. Visit us at firstbanktrust.com.
First Bank's free checking accounts are Safety Net Checking and Classic Plus Checking. Classic Plus requires an age minimum of 50. First Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Irish Gymnastics, located on the curve Route 24 in Gilman, is the home of national and world champions. A variety of classes are starting for ages 2 through 18. Learn from the best and be your best at Irish Gymnastics in Gilman. Information on classes with Danny Irish is found by calling 815-265-4728. That's 815-265-4728. Irish Gymnastics, a proud supporter of IHSA sports. Irish Gymnastics, home of national and world champions, on the curve in Gilman.
24 hours a day. 7 days a week. This is WPXN.
Kickoff taken by Weisenbarn. He's going to be dropped at about the 31-yard line. That's where PBL put it in play, 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line. They trail, actually they mark it at 33. They trail 14-0, 10:45 to go here in this first half of play. Glad you could be with us. Beautiful Friday evening. A little crispness to the air. It feels like fall. It feels like football season, and feels like a time for us to mount a drive of 68 yards and put some points on the board. 1st and 10 for PBL, 33-yard line. Receiver to the right is Wooten. Back to pass is Weber. He completes it out here in the flat to Schroet. Schroet on the run, turns it back. Midfield, 40, 35, and dropped at the 29-yard line. Big play, a little swing pass out here in the flat area. And basically the same kind of play that you see the opposing team run.
Got him out in space that time. Good job of getting him out in space to the right side, the wide side of the football field, and got a nice block out there by Zach Weisenbarn leading. I believe it was Zach Weisenbarn down the right sideline. Got a nice block from him, and Drew accelerated down the right side. Looked pretty healthy on that play.
If they're not going to let you run it, those little swing passes are very, very effective because by your outside linebacker being so aggressive, you throw it behind them. Weber rolls to his left, or gives it up the middle to Houtzel. He did a great job of selling that fake. A couple yards on the play, gets it down to about the 25-yard line.
Houtzel ran head-on into some Momence Redskin creature, and those two met, stood up, and then Houtzel started the legs a-churning, picks up 2 or 3 yards on the first down carry right over left tackle.
Nice little swing pass. I like instilling that. I haven't seen that one this year.
Well, we haven't ran any misdirection yet either, so I think that's something that's in our back pocket. But we definitely need to get some points on the board, trailing 14-0.
Wooten will split in a slot to the right. Ginsler to the left in a wide position. Pistol formation, man in motion. Weber calls for the football, tucks it down. You got to make a decision. That was just one that, you know what, he pulled it down, and he really plays into the defense's hands.
Well, I really think that play was meant to go to Trent Wooten. Trent was in the jet, running parallel to the line of scrimmage, and he just got there too soon. Weston got the snap, and you saw what he did. He looked up because he was supposed to get the snap, and he looked to his right. There was no receiver to the right side that time, so he just did what the only thing he could do was tuck it and try and get what he could. But I think Wooten was supposed to get that football.
3rd down and 12 for PBL, 30-yard line of Momence. Housel's the fullback. Weber rolls to his left, sets his feet, shoots a pass out here, and it's caught by Wooten. Touchdown, PBL. The quarterback went for the interception. That was a well-placed ball right over the defender's head who went for the interception. Wooten, with the soft hands, pulls it in for the PBL touchdown.
That was a great play call from the PBL Panthers. Showed motion to the right side, booted to the left. Weber did a good job of setting his feet and putting some zip on that football, and Wooten, again, catching the ball with his hands, didn't let it get into his body, and then scoots down the left sideline.
That score comes at the 9:01 mark of the second quarter. Jonah Wilson on for the point after conversion. The holder will be Weber. Snap back, placement, kick is up. And the kick is good. So with 9:01 to go, second quarter, your score is now Momence 14, PBL 7. You're listening to IHSA Football here on 104.9 WPXN.
Steiner Furniture in downtown Cessna Park is having a huge carpet sale going on now through November 15th. It's Mohawk's fall anniversary sale with savings on selected Mohawk carpets, laminates, and hardwood flooring, all at Steiner Furniture. So take the first step towards new flooring in your home right now during Mohawk's anniversary sale. New colors, new textures, new designs, all from Mohawk. Take the quick drive to Cessna Park and see for yourself. Steiner Furniture and Mohawk's anniversary sale now through November 15th. At Farmers Merchants National Bank, mortgage rates continue to remain low. And now is the time to look at your current fixed-rate loan and lower your rate. Thinking about refinancing or maybe purchasing? The current rates are attractive not only for refinancing, but also for purchasing a new home. Farmers Merchants National Bank still has loans available for the full purchase price with approved credit. For more information and your options, contact Linda Jansen or Patty Wilson at 379-4343 today. Farmers Merchants National Bank, Melvin, Paxton, and Piper City, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
With you at home, in the car, and at work, providing the music you want and the information you need. This is 104.9 WPXN.
Wilson with a kickoff is going to be taken at the 34-yard line by an up back, and that's where Momence will put it in play. 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line. Scoring drive for PBL, 5 plays, 68 yards, culminated by a 30-yard touchdown pass from Weston Weber to Trent Wooten. Point after conversion by Wilson is good. And at the 9-minute mark of this first half, the score is Momence 14, PBL 7. Way to answer the Redskins. Now we got to play a little defense. Let's have a 3-and-out here. Cantwell brings them up to the line. The fullback, the up back. That number 15 is a monster. That's Sean Underwood. 5'10", 220. Sophomore fullback. Gives up the middle to right. Right kicks it outside. Fighting hard for yardage. Gets up to about the 39-yard line. Around his ankles that time. Getting off the pile was, looks like Von Gensler. No. Whoever.
Conrad Powell.
Yeah, Conrad Powell. Second down and 6. Receivers to the left. Saindon in the slot for them is Tony Greenwood. I formation. Yep, back. Cantwell calls for the football. PBL shows blitz. Back to pass. Cantwell shoots a pass out. Intercepted by Wooten. Wooten at 45-40. Cuts it back in. Got Greengrass in front of him. Still on his feet and down to the 20-yard line. He did a great job of reading the quarterback's eyes that time, and he threw it right to Wooten, and PBL's in business again.
Yeah, Wooten did a great job of backpedaling into that zone right there where the quarterback just inexplicably threw it right to him. He actually had DeAndre Wright in the flat, wide open, tried to throw the quick slant, and the linebacker was just sitting right there. Wooten dropped right into the line, picks it off, picks up about 15 yards after the interception. And like you said, we're back in business.
1st and 10, PBL, Momence, 20-yard line. Let's make that one count. Showing he can catch it on the offensive and defensive end. So you got to get this kid the ball any way you can get it to him. He sets up in a slot to the right, to the short side of the field. To the far side is Weisenbard, and the other slot is Schroep. Man in motion. Give it to Wooten on the jet sweep. He kicks it outside, and actually the blocker got in his way that time. Weisenbard needed to push off and create the space.
Now, actually, that's on Trent. Trent, and he ran that perfectly last week. He's got to keep his depth there and keep going to the sideline there. If he keeps pushing that to the sideline, he's scooting into the end zone. He tried to cut it up when he saw the first green, and that's a tough block for the receiver. You just belly that a little bit, run to the sideline, and then turn the corner when you get about another 10 yards.
Loss of 2 on the play brings up second 12 from the 22-yard line. 7:38 to go, first half. PBL trails 14-7, but is in the red zone. Weber, under center, calls for the football. He rolls it to his right, cuts it back in. He's got a little room, tucks it. Oh, he's going to be dropped at about the 19-yard line. Tackle on the play there by 54. That's Colin Simpson. He had a little room and a seam there for a moment. I thought he was going to burst into the secondary, but that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 9 for PBL at the Momence 19-yard line.
This might be your 2-down territory, or might see the field goal kicker here. We'll have to see how this goes. We'll be kicking with the wind if we should decide to do that, but let's just go ahead and get the first down.
Well, I know one thing. If I see that guy with single coverage out there on Wooten, well, Wooten's splitting to the right to the short side of the field, they're going to drop back a single safety to the short side. Weber, back to pass. Shoots a pass across the middle. It's complete to Weisenbarn. Weisenbarn into the end zone for the touchdown. Just a little flat pass that time. And with 6:33 to go here in this first half of play, PBL has just answered, and answered in a big way. A 19-yard touchdown pass to Zach Weisenbarn, and boy, he left the defender, the safety, in the dust that time with a fake and took it into the end zone now for the point after.
The safety went with Wooten that time to the right corner of the end zone, so he was matched up on a linebacker, and he lost him very quickly.
Point after conversion by Wilson. Weber, snap, placement, kick is up. And we are tied. 6:38 to go here in this first half of play. Your score is now PBL 14, Momence 14. Back with more IHSA football right after this timeout.
Save more, Shields Auto Group.
See more and save more at Shields Auto Mart in Paxton and Shields Auto Center in Rantoul. Look at the new 2012 Chevrolet cars, trucks, and vans at Shields in Paxton. How about a new Chevrolet Volt? Plus the best in customer service and vehicle repair. See more and save more at Shields. Shields Auto Mart, Route 9 at Interstate 57, Paxton.
See more, save more, Shields Auto Group.
See more and save more at Shields Auto Center in Rantoul. Look at the new 2012 Fords, Jeeps, Dodge, and Ram vehicles in stock. Shields is located at 225 South Meyer in Rantoul. Plus the best in customer service and vehicle repair. See more and save more at Shields in Rantoul. It's the Shields Auto Group of Paxton and Rantoul.
See more, save more, Shields Auto Group.
Providing the music you want, the information you need, and a world of sports for Gibson City, Paxton, Rantoul, and Watseka. This is 104.9 WPXN.
Wilson kicks it away from left to right. His kick goes deep. It's going to be taken by, back at about the 6-yard line. He's up to 10, 15, cuts it back in, 20, and dropped at the 20-yard line. Good hit from behind that time. And PBL has got all the momentum right now.
Yeah, you can see them with a little bit more pep in their step right now, but it's key here for the defense. If the defense can make a stop here, that would be huge.
Just gotta not be over aggressive. I mean, keep it in front of you.
Well, a gang tackle. You hit on that real early in this football game. It's one guy's not going to bring him down. You got to surround him. I'm talking about DeAndre Wright, of course.
Cantwell has 2 receivers left. That's Saindon and Greenwood. Receiver to the right. High formation in the shotgun. Cantwell calls for the football. Gives it up the middle to right. Right splits defenders. Oh, he's got a little room. Still on his feet. Cuts it back in, and finally he's going to be dropped.
You know, you think this guy, when you hear us talk about him, is small in stature, blah, 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 blah. Tough kid. I mean, he breaks a lot of these tackles with physical strength. It's not that he's losing them with moves. He is physically breaking some of these tackles.
And you know, like you said, 5'6", 150 pounds, but I'm going to tell you what, his leg muscles are just there. I mean, you got to have it. First and 10 for Momence. PBL, or their own 33-yard line. Pistol formation, Cantwell. Receivers left is Greenwood and Saindon. Receiver to the right. PBL shows blitz. Here they come. Cantwell keeps it. Or actually, they gave it to Wright up the middle on the fake, and he's going to cut it back, and he's off to the races. DeAndre Wright down the left sideline into the end zone for the touchdown. No flags down. 68 yards on the touchdown. Boy, I mean, it was a little delay in the handoff, and, you know, he slowed up at about the 5-yard line, kind of played catch me if you can. And that score comes at the 5:46 mark of the first half, makes the score Momence 20, PBL 14, pending the conversion.
Could be one of those games where that scoreboard's going to get a workout.
Jawan Johnson on for the point after conversion. Snap back, placement, kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 5:46 to go now in the first half, your score, Momence 21, PBL 14. Back with more IHSA football right after this timeout.
IRS audits are increasing. Don't take a chance on a part-time preparer. Heed the words of Nick Fiorillo of Paxton's Fiorillo, Schaefer and Associates.
Trust the licensed professionals at Fiorillo, Schaefer and Associates to prepare your taxes this year. Contact Fiorillo, Schaefer and Associates today at 379-4308 to schedule your appointment. That's 379-4308. Fiorillo, Schaefer and Associates, the professionals you can count on and trust.
Paxton Ready Mix takes care of your needs when it comes to black dirt, Indiana and local decorator rock. Also, sand for landscaping and gardens, water softener salt, pellets, rock salt, and solar. Paxton Ready Mix, 745 North Market Street in Paxton. And for orders for Saturday delivery when weather permits, you must be in by Friday noon. Phone 379-3631 for Paxton Ready Mix.
Your season's ticket to a world of sports, serving Ford, Iroquois, Champaign, and Vermilion counties. This is 104.9 WPXN.
Kickoff away, goes over the head of Weisenbach. Somebody's got to pick this football up. They finally do. And snowed under at the 11-yard line for PBL. And under all them white shirts, I can't even recognize who. But nobody went and got that football. And PBL is going to start from deep in their own territory at the 11-yard line. Special teams break down there.
PBL needs to answer back. We talked about, you know, big plays here for the Momence Redskins. Their 95-yard run, 11-yard run, and a 68-yard run. So big plays abound. And that was the 11-yard run was after they had a huge pass down the left sideline. So
yeah, so he's amassed probably 250 yards of offense here in the first half,
which is commonplace. I have a feeling for him.
First and 10 for PBL. Weber gives it up the middle to Housel. Housel breaks through the initial tackle up to about the 15-yard line. Gain of 4 on the play, brings up 2nd and 6.
We've had decent success running between the tackles. That's when we try and do sweeps and get outside because their ends and linebackers do a good job of getting upfield and being able to read back to the inside. So we're able to run those off-tackle and trap plays inside and having some success.
And, you know, a lot of times with the offense we've been running and throwing the little swing pass at one time, is the fact is that a lot of times when you get guys from the defensive end and outside linebackers that are that aggressive that you have an opportunity to run by them. Weber under center. Back to pass, rolls out, sets his feet, shoots a pass out here. He's got a receiver wide open. Wooten is intercepted. Off of the hands of Wooten, goes right to Greenwood, and he's into the end zone for the touchdown. Wooten had it in his hands. The ball bounced straight up in the air, and Greenwood picked it out of the air. Mr. Opportunistic, and took it 33 yards for a touchdown. Wow.
Yeah, he got the pass, a bootleg pass out to the right side, and it bounced around in his hands a little bit. He just didn't secure the football, and when he got hit, the defender did a great job of coming up and making the hit on him. Football popped right up in the air, and he was able to easily pick it off and run down the left sideline. Just didn't secure a decent pass there from Weston Weber.
That makes the score 27-14, 4:51 to go here in this first half of play. Boy, and I did not like what I saw when the kids came over to the sideline. That deflated them a little bit. Snap back, placement, kick is up. And the kick is good. You got a flag on the play. It's going to be a legal procedure. Not enough men on the line of scrimmage against Momence. That'll move the ball back 5 yards, and you'll re-kick. You know, you answer back, you're down 14-0. You come back, you tie it at 14, and then boom, 2 big plays, and you're down by 2 scores again.
Well, the one thing you can say, though, is the player was open.
Yeah.
The player was open. He just got to pull in that pass. I mean, the play call was good. We're going to pick up 20, 25 yards on that play easily. You just got to secure the football.
Snap back, placement, kick is up. And the kick is no good. So with 4:51 to go in the first half of play, here's your score. Momence 27, PBL 14. You're listening to IHSA Football here on 104.9 WPXN.
Whether you're hauling, plowing, or grading, a lot of changes are coming your way, like low sulfur fuel and low emission engines. Well, now here's an oil that can handle them both. Delo 400 Multigrade. See, Delo 400 has been reformulated. It's tailor-made for low sulfur fuel, and it exceeds API requirements for low emission engines. So if you're looking to stay out front, go with the oil that's a step ahead. Delo 400 Multigrade. Just drop by Houston Oil Company in Paxton. They have a full line of Chevron lubricants that will take you into tomorrow.
When you do business with a real community bank, you have the assurance that decisions on your loans are made locally by people you know and trust. So if you find your financial directions somewhat lost in the confusion of today's less than personal financial services environment, it may be time for you to rediscover the commitment only a real community bank can provide. Come talk with us. We're ready, willing, and able to make all the difference.
Your local community bank is the Buckley State Bank at Buckley, member FDIC.
Providing the music you want and the information you need. Serving Paxton and Rantoul, 104.9. This is WPXN.
Kickoff is taken by Talon Yaden. He returns it up to about the 20-yard line. Wooten came up there for it and was going to take it, and Yaden stepped in front of him and
took it from him. But then did you see what Wooten did? He went and laid some kid out. I mean, took out a little frustration there. I'd maybe try and get the ball right into his hands as quickly as possible.
We got a penalty on the play. Block in the back, and it's going to move the ball back to the 10-yard line. So PBL once again will start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10 at their own 10. Well, what we've done in putting the ball in the air is working. So you know what? You came back from 2 scores earlier. You can do it again.
Well, and they're single covering in the defensive secondary. They got no safety help back there, and PBL's running good patterns. Weston's delivering good footballs. It was just a mistake. That last one was what hurt us, and it hurt us bad.
Shotgun formation. Weber calls for the football, gives it up the middle to Houtzel. Houtzel fights hard, maybe got 3 on the play.
Boy, he's come so far as a running back here. I mean, from the first...
He's a punishing runner.
He is, and he became it. Because when he started the year, he ran a little high. And we talked about that he's going to have to get those shoulders down to be effective, over the long haul. And that's what he has done. You saw right there, that safety that came up and finished him off wanted nothing to do with him. He just didn't want to get anywhere near him. And, thank goodness for him, Houtzel was already on the way down. But, picks up good yardage there on the carry.
Brings up 2nd down and 6. Approach the 4-minute mark of first half, 27-14 in favor of Momence. Weston Weber with the football, and he's dropped it to 10-yard line. Sold the fake. Play took too long to develop, and boy, they were all over that. And Lamar Watson is making a living in our backfield right now.
That's the issue. I mean, if you're gonna run a misdirection, you got to keep it inside. I just don't know if we have the ability to get outside their defensive end. And we sold the jet sweep, did the nice fake to Trent Rudin running across the football field, and then tried to belly it to the outside, and Lamar Watson wasn't having anything to do with it. He just enveloped the quarterback there as he was trying to get outside him.
3rd down and 10 from the 10. You got to be careful here. Shotgun formation, flank there to the left by Houtzel. Man in motion is Wooten. Reverse, back to Wooten. Wooten stretches it out on the jet sweep reverse. Still on his feet, fighting hard for yardage, got up to about the 16. A double reverse. Gains 6 on the play. It'll bring up 4th down and 4 for the Panthers.
Not a bad play there from the PBL Panthers. Just a little bit of long yardage, tough to get that to go. They're good recovery there by the Momence Redskins. They bit on the jet sweep fake hard that time to the left, came back to the right. They were able to respond and get out there to force him to cut back inside. Once he cut back inside, he was gang tackled. Going to be a punting situation here for the Panthers.
Deep to receive for Momence is number 10. That's Lee Anthony Reasonover. Snap back. Well, he thought about a fake for a moment. The kick is away. It's a booming kick, and it's going to be dropped. And PBL might have recovered that ball. Oh,
no.
Reasonover got back on it, but good hustle downfield that time by Weisenbarn.
Weisenbarn and
Wooten.
Not Wooten. Will Bowman.
Oh, okay.
Holy cow.
First and 10 for Momence, 3:07 mark.
This is huge for the PBL Panthers.
Yeah, they need a stand here.
Right in this football game.
Score here could be too deflating. The fullback for Momence is number 25. That's Dakota Lopez. The tailback is DeAndre Wright. Cantwell is the quarterback. The receiver to the left is Tony Greenwood. Austin Saindon splits right to the short side of the field. 3:07 to go here, first half. Give to right up the middle, and he's dropped it about the 44-yard line. Good job that time, staying at home defensively. Will McClure cleaned it up.
I think Drew Schroed was in there as well. Drew Schroed again got in there quick. Didn't make the tackle, but forced him again back inside. Didn't allow him to be outside in the open space. Kept him inside where all of his friends were, and they took him down for a short loss.
Loss of 1 on the play brings up 2nd and 11 from the 44-yard line. 2:42 to go for the half. Cracks me up. They all look at their armbands. PBL shows blitz. Cantwell calls for the football. He's back to pass, sets his feet, shoots a pass across the middle, and it's complete to Watson. The tight end puts a little fake on Hopkins, and he's going to be dropped at the 29-yard line.
What a weapon that is right there. You got a 6'5" tight end run right down the middle of the football field. You make a little play-action fake inside. Those linebackers suck up to stop the DeAndre Wright dive, and he's just wide open right over the middle of the football field. Hopkins makes a touchdown-saving tackle.
That's what I'd like us to try a couple times with our tight end. We don't utilize the tight end as much as I think we could. But what do I?
They're taking their time here. We're at the 2-minute mark, and they're still reading their wristband. So keep reading.
Yeah, I think they could pretty much think they can score at will. I mean, they really. I think that's the feeling they have, and they might have got them a delay a game here or offsides. What do they say? Illegal motion, which I thought, and I don't know if you've noticed. I haven't mentioned it, but that fullback, he really fires out of that stance. I think almost a second, maybe a half a second early, trying to get those lead blocks, and it's either really close to timing up right, or he's just leaving a little bit early. And I think they might have just finally caught him that time. Moves the ball back to the 34-yard line. A minute 50, clock running here, first half. First down and 15. Cantwell looks over the defense, calls for the football. There he goes again. He's rocking forward, gives to Wright. Wright kicks it outside.
Nice.
He's going to be dropped at the 36-yard line. Will McClure got him around the ankles, and Trent Wooten cleaned it up. Loss of 2 on the play.
Great job by the PBL defense that time. It was meant to go to the right side. DeAndre Wright does what he always seems to like to do. He cut back all the way to the left side of the offense. Good job by the PBL backside linebackers of staying home. Came up and made the hit as soon as he made his cut. 2nd and 17, minute 11 to go for the half. 27-14 in favor of Momence. They have the football on the PBL 36-yard line. They still have all 3 of their timeouts. Cantwell. PBL shows blitz, back to pass, shoots a pass out here, and it's off of the hands of Austin Saindon at about the 29-yard line. In coverage over there was Weston Weber. Just ran a go route down the left sideline with the slot, the right sideline with the slot receiver, and then ran the outside receiver in looking for a quick pass. That's still a long throw for the quarterback, and his accuracy seems a little off there. He's got a strong arm, definitely can see the football field at 6'5", but doesn't deliver a real accurate pass.
You know, the thing I think we're really susceptible now is if you were to run a draw play with Wright, the way our linebackers are firing into the gaps in the offensive line, we could be susceptible, or a screen pass. Oh, my goodness. Screen pass to Wright at the 40, turns the corner, 20, down inside the 25, down to about the 24-yard line. Good downfield coverage by PBL.
Good downfield and good hustle down the left sideline. Took great angles. You take a wrong angle there, he's going to keep scooting down the side, but we took a good angle, understanding his speed, and met him just as he got about 5 yards from the first down marker. Good pursuit there from the PBL Panthers.
4th down and 5. He went out of bounds, so Momence will call a timeout. We'll take it with him, a 30-second timeout. You're listening to IHSA Football here on 104.9 WPXN.
Saving money on your groceries this fall is easy with Paxton IGA. Holiday seedless grapes are $1.99 a pound. Stouffer's family size entrees are $4.88. Boneless ribeye steak is $7.99 a pound. Era 2X liquid detergent in the 50-ounce size are 2 for $5 with the coupon, and much more. Don't miss these great deals, and thanks for letting us spoil you at Paxton IGA.
IGA.
Providing the music you want and the information you need. Serving Paxton and Rantoul, 104.9. This is WPXN.
.2 seconds to go for the first half. 27-14 in favor of Momence. It was 14-0 in favor of Momence. PBL came back, tied it up, and then 2 scores for Momence. Missed the extra point. 4th down and 5 for Momence at the PBL 24-yard line. Full house backfield. In an eye, shotgun formation. Cantwell calls for the football, gives it right up the middle to right, kicks it inside, kicks it outside. He's on the go. Inside the 10, the 5, touchdown right. Just on a little delay, and boy, he broke contain and into the end zone. I told you, I thought they actually feel, I think, that they can score at will. That score coming with 34.2 seconds to go here in this first half of play. Making the score Momence 33, PBL 14. See if they go for 2 here. 4th touchdown of the half for DeAndre Wright. We'll get the stats for him. He's got to be well over 200 yards rushing. Lines up in a pistol formation. Receivers both sides of the field, 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Cantwell calls for the football, back to pass. Shoots a pass across the middle, and it's knocked away. 2-point conversion, no good. So with 3 seconds to go for this first half.
With 7.5 minutes to go in the first half, Clifton Central leads Watseka 21-6. At the end of one inning of play, Washington leads the St. Louis Cardinals 3-0. Entering the field now is the Panther Regiment Marching Band of Paxton-Buckley-Loda High School. Regiment is composed of band students from Paxton-Buckley-Loda High School. The regiment will compete 4 times this season: Pontiac, Danville, Eastern Illinois University, and Mahana. At their most recent competition at EIU, the regiment placed 6th. Next week they conclude their season in the Hobbit with a 2:15 performance time. Regiment also earned the special honor of being asked to play the homecoming ceremony for the last Champagne Honor Flight, which takes WW2 veterans to Washington to see their memorial. Regiment will perform special music for their homecoming beginning at 6 o'clock next Friday at the Willard Airport. Panther Regiment is led on the field by Drum Major Hannah Teskey. Marching staff includes directors Timothy Hess and Beth Nuss, student teacher Chris Whiteford, percussion instruction Heidi Jones, and color guard instructor Zach Hillegas. Drill designer is the Reverend Charles Hess. This year's show is titled We Will Rock You, a collection of classic rock tunes. Regiment will tell the story of a young musician trying to become a rock star. Selections include the Kansas favorite Carry On My Wayward Son, Queen's Crazy Little Thing Called Love, Journey's Any Way You Want It, and closing with the rock anthem Bohemian Rhapsody featuring trumpet soloist senior Katie Cooley. Members of the band would like to thank the PBL School Board, its administration, and the faculty for their understanding and support. Special thanks goes to David Kirchner of Kirchner Building Supply in Paxton and Bob Hill of Robert Hill Painting for their donations in the field props. Drum Major Hannah Teskey, is your band ready? Ladies and gentlemen, your Paxton-Buckley-Loda Panther Regiment.